Alright, welcome back everyone to the Mega Man X4 Let's Play, and now we are doing Zero's story. Enjoy the cutscene after this character select screen.
Who are you?
My masterpiece.
But who are you?
After him, he is my nemesis. Our rivalry is what gives me motivation in life. Now go. Destroy him. That's an order.
But wait!
Emergency, all Maverick hunters on call should assemble immediately.
The same dream. Again.
All Maverick hunters on call should assemble immediately.
And we're back. Apologies for the buzzing static that you hear in the cutscenes. The cutscene audio is very low, so in editing I have to turn the volume up really high, and it's annoying. But anyway, Zero's time to shine. Anyway, so gameplay wise, he, instead of a buster like he had in X3, he instead just has his Z saber, and he does a basic 3-sword slash and an air slash when jumping. Other than that, he moves pretty much just like X. And yeah, there's the boss of the stage in the background. And don't worry for those who haven't watched the X run and are here just to watch Zero run. I'm going to explain boss strategies even though I already covered them in X's story. So there's no need worry for that. And this is Dragoon, or Magma Dragoon. We will be seeing him later. But, so yeah, the Sky Lagoon is crashing into the city, and a whole bunch of people are gonna die. Well, it's assumed that a lot of people die. Yes, it will, Zero. It will be disastrous. But anyway, like in Mega Man 8, there are 2 parts of the stage, and when you reach part 2, your health and weapon energy will be refilled. Except for Zero, that's gonna be a bit of a change, but we'll get to that after we defeat our first Maverick. So yeah, the intro stage. There's plenty of blocks here to try and crush you, like that. Plenty of basic enemies like bees and claws and all that. Nothing to be worried about, really. Your biggest hazard is the crushing, and also false floors. I guess I don't know what they're actually called. Pitfalls. I don't know. But yeah, it's easy to get through. And oh, this is Iris. Iris is a Reploid of the Repliforce. And as you saw in the cutscene that played after the character select screen, yes, Zero is a creation of Dr. Wily. I believe he's one of his very last creations. Canonically, I guess. But Zero somehow managed to become part of the good side. But now we have our intro stage boss, and he's pathetically easy. He's gigantic, but pathetically easy. He does a claw slash. He shoots out energy balls or electricity, and he flies around and all that. But I take him out before he even does anything but the claw slash. claw swipe, whatever. And who's this? This is the Colonel. Pretty much the second in command of the Repliforce. And we'll see the Repliforce in a cutscene. Well, right after this conversation between Zero and the Colonel. Apparently they know each other. Were they good friends? Were they rivals? Were they sparring buddies? Well, we don't know. And of course, pride takes over common sense, and yeah, they're not going to come in peacefully. They're not going to come in at all, but whatever. So yeah, now because of this, Repliforce may be considered.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce.
The most powerful army in history!
The General has finally taken action. And now, my Maverick Hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
So yeah, if you couldn't guess, yeah, Sigma's back. Even though we destroyed him 3 times already, he's back again. And unfortunately, they've started a coup. What the hell a coup is, I don't know. But anyway, Iris is basically going to be our double for Zero's story. If you don't know what I mean by that, go watch the X's story, whatever. And now we got our Mavericks, Web Spider, Cyber Peacock, Storm Owl, Magma Dragoon the Traitor, Jet Stingray, Split Mushroom, Slash Beast, and Frost Walrus. And in terms of Maverick order, there's not really a good sequence. Like, excuse me. We'll find out as we go along, but it's not like in any regular Mega Man X game. You beat one Maverick, it has the weakness of another Maverick, and so on and so forth. But we'll see after Web Spider. Okay, so Web Spider stage, fairly easy, and it's got your fish, your seamen. That came out wrong. Anyway, these suction cup enemies, I don't know. And if this were Mega Man X, there'd be a light capsule here. So, in terms of collectibles, Zero has to collect heart tanks and sub tanks, but he does not collect, like, he does not get any equipment upgrade. And I get really reckless in this story because with Zero, I just slash and run through. I don't have to keep charging my Buster like X. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of editing in this run because I died quite a bit in some of these stages and some of the Mavericks. More so the Mavericks than the stages. I should also talk about the music and voices, voice acting. The music is pretty good in this game, though off the top of my head I can't really pick out a favorite music track. But in terms of voices, it's pretty bad. Like, Mega Man X, if you go watch his story, he has Mega Man's voice chip from Mega Man 8, so he sounds either like a very high-pitched child or a girl. So, yeah, and then Zero, his voice is, yeah, pretty bad too. I like it more than X's, but that's not very hard. But yeah, and Wily just sounds weird. I don't know what the hell was with him. But yeah, the second part of Web Spider Stage is full of bees of all fucking things. And more Suction Cup enemies and, well, more plant life. There are these electric spider webs, or electro webs for you Pokemon fanatics. They shoot out wherever you are generally at, and they will send like a thread that way, and as well as an enemy. So yeah, all you have to do is kill the enemy that spawns off there, and the thread will disappear. But now we're already at Web Spider. And you'll see a lot of transitions in this run because, like I said, I died a lot. So I edited it out past pretty much all my deaths because that's not very fun to watch, especially post-commentary like I'm doing now, because Zero Stories is hard, so And there. You see now I only have 1 life, or 2 lives technically, because 0 counts. That was unintentional. But yeah, I lost a couple of lives to Web Spider. I didn't get a game over, but I did lose 2 lives. That's about it. I know which ones I lost. I actually got a game over in. But yeah, in terms of strategy, in the first phase, Web Spider shoots out an electro web, and if it catches you, it'll do a lot of damage. Web Spider likes to go up and down a lot, especially if you like that. And if you get caught in his web, he'll go up, go down, and go to your general direction. So if you're high enough, not the drug kind, but like altitude-wise, he will run into you and cause a lot of damage. Second phase, he creates 4 electro webs, and then he'll run around them instead of going up and down a thread. And he'll also shoot out miniature spiders. They're really no threat, so I say they're no threat, and I think in one of the deaths, one of them actually kills me, so I'll shut my mouth. But yeah, Web Spider's not all that hard. Well, for me, he is, but sorry about all the clicking. My headset kinda bad. And now we got Raijin Geki, which, yes, these are all Japanese, so basically Zero gets different sets of moves, and where he more he gets different moves than X. I'm trying to explain multiple things at once now. After you defeat a Maverick, there's no one Maverick that's weak to what you get. In this case, there are 3 that are weak to the Raijin Geki. Split Mushroom, Magma Dragoon, and Slash Beast are weak to the Raijin Geki. Which, it's a clusterfuck, really. But, the Raijin Geki is basically an electrical stabbing move. And you do that by pressing the special weapon button. Basically, you got a normal weapon and a special weapon button. And your special weapon button, if you just press it normally without any directional input, well, you can hold left and right and it won't do shit. But just pressing it, you'll do that. That was timed well. And it was unintentional too. But Split Mushroom is very vertical and at some points horizontal. There's a stair. Each section begins with a staircase, and then you get teleported to a more vertical level, more filled with plants. And these spikes are one-hit kill, and you get these like robo bugs. I don't know what they're supposed to be, and you get these claws, and they're spiky too, but they don't kill you in one hit. So yeah, and yeah, not really much to say left. And coming up is the mini boss of this level. And he's a little annoying, but he's much easier here than he is in the X fight, which isn't saying much because he was piss easy in the X fight, so he's even more piss easy here. Basically, use the electric stab or the Raijin Geki, because that'll take off a lot of health, and it hits multiple times, so there's that. So if you hit them every opportunity you get, you'll have 3 platforms left, so there's nothing to worry about. Though if you miss a lot, you will end up dying, because you'll run out of platforms and there's a pit of spikes below you. There's another staircase with spike enemies, and yeah. I was pretty reckless in my Mega Man X run, but here in Zero's run, I turned that up to 11. Seriously, dash jumping everywhere because I find it a faster way of traveling, and a lot of like the air attacks, because it just makes the flow go better. Now we got this elevator section, in which case there are these flower enemies with the spiky stalks, I guess. And I don't know, I'm not entirely sure anymore because I got hit there and didn't die, if the stalks, the spiky ones, are instant death or not. But I do know you can get crushed under these platforms, which has happened to me several times, though none of which are recorded, which is weird. You'd think when you record yourself, the worst things happen, but not for me, anyways. All right, and now we are at the end of the level. Just above is Split Mushroom, and I edited out another death. Humiliatingly so, because I usually never died to this fucker. I died this fight. So Split Mushroom, he can summon astral projections of himself, and whenever you hit him, he sparkles. And he's weak to the Raijin Geki, like I said earlier. Though failure to hit him, he will jump in the middle of the air, in the middle of the room, and he'll start spinning, creating spores, and then he'll create a duplicate of himself. Then he'll start running around the room. I don't know what he does after that, because usually I stab him by then. And he's about to do it here. Well, he is doing it here. There's no way you can stop it. You can't activate the Raijin Geki in midair, unfortunately. And yes, just because the it's a copy, it can still hurt you. It's solid enough. So yeah. And then he goes back into 1. So yeah, now he's dead, and there's not all that much time left on this video. So next time on Mega Man X4, we will continue taking on the Mavericks. See you guys then.